Hi, welcome to Scrap and Rabbit. This is Christine. Somebody asked me if I could show how I make my chain and toggle closure on my mini albums. So I thought I'll just go ahead and do a video on it. It's quite simple, actually. They're just two chains that are attached to eyelets on each cover. And then I've got the hoop and toggle attached to the chain. So I've got an album that I started working on. I usually do my closures once I'm finished with my album, because before you do this you want to make sure that you've lined the inside of your cover, because the eyelet's going to go through all of the layers of your paper. So I went ahead and I lined the inside of my covers. I haven't done my inside pages yet, but I'm going to show you how I go about attaching the chains. So I start off with the front, and you can choose whatever chain length you want, but you want it to sort of close and have a little bit of give for expansion. So you want, when your chains to meet, to be able to have that little extra space in there, so you have room for mementos and some extra thickness in there. These are the pieces that I use. So I've got a hoop and a toggle, and I just picked these up at my local dollar store. Then I've got some chain, and I'm going to cut it in two pieces. And then I've got these little hoops, little hoop closures, like that. And I'm going to use these to attach the hoop and the toggle to the chain. So I start with my front piece, and I'm cutting this one. I cut the chain about 2 inches long. You can make it a little bit longer if you want. Actually, it's not even quite 2 inches. It's about 1 3/4. And I make my top one a little bit shorter than the back one. Now, you can make them both the same size if you want. So I'm going to start by just attaching my hoop to my chain. So I take this little loop here, and I'm just going to split that open. When you cut your chain, you want to make sure that the end link that is split open when you're cutting, that you get rid of that one, because you want to make sure that your links are all closed. Okay, so I've got this attached, and then all I need to do is loop it through the front cover. I'm going to get my other little loop ready. So what I do now is I'm going to stick the end in here, like that, and then this is going to tie like that. So I'm just going to put this through the last link here, like that, and then I just tie it, or I just run through one of the loops on the front part of the chain, and then I just close that like that. So there's the first one that's attached. Next I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom, but I think I'm going to attach my toggle to the chain before I cut it. Just close that. So this is attached. Now this is going to flip over like that, and I'm going to run my chain through. This will let me measure how much I want before I cut it. So this little toggle will go just through here, just like that. And then I can measure the length that I'm going to need. So let's say I can cut that about here, and that will give me plenty of expansion. So I'm going to loop this back in here. And I'll attach it to one of the loops in the front section, like that. So here's my closure with the hoop and toggle, like that. And if you wanted to, you can always cut a bit more of the chain and rearrange the thickness if you wanted to remove a few of the loops to make it a little bit tighter. So that's it. It's very simple to do and very cost efficient too. If you have some extra chain laying around from jewelry that you're not using, then you just get these little hoops and toggle. Like I said, I get mine at the dollar store. Or you can also use pieces of jewelry, the findings, to make your attachment. So I hope this helped. Have a nice day. Bye.